What's up, guys? Today we're doing something a bit new. So, I'm going to have a race replay going on, and I'm going to commentate it. We're going to skip over some parts, similar stuff to what Super GT and JSR Devon do. So this is the first race. It's at Long Beach, USA. So, all of these races in this video are a class. So, let's get right into it. So, here I am in a BAC mono. Race starts. I was a bit late on the acceleration because I wasn't paying attention, so we lose multiple positions there. Car gets spun out back there. We end up fine, easily dodging it. Get passed by a Cadillac, which we will be battling for the rest of the race. Tesla gets spun there, and I get killed from behind by a BAC and a Mustang. The Mustang gets passed. Goes to cars up here, that corner. Dodge Challenger gets stuck up on the flowers. Now we're behind this Cadillac. A little hot hatch goes super right there into the tire barrier. Cadillac makes it through. I have that same BAC mono on my tail now. Braked a bit too early on his part. Little bit of contact through that corner. Two bits of contact. Not a very clean race, I have to say. Through the corner, he gets the inside. I'm making sure I don't hit him, but in that, I accidentally hit the wall. So now we're behind him and we lost the position. The Cadillac CTSV, I want to say it is now behind us, and the BAC mono is in front of us. Well, here we come into the corner. I get a bit sideways. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the wall a bit, lost a bit of control of my car. But we didn't lose any positions or much time in relative to the people. I tried to sneak in there. Shouldn't have done that probably. Got stuck in between the car and the barrier. But I made it out fine. And I gained a position, but the BAC mono lost 2 positions. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. Did you know that 95.8% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed? Kinda crazy, isn't it? If you watch my videos, you must like them because you're watching them. So why not hit that subscribe button? It's free, and it might help you access my videos easier one day. If you're really bored and you just can't bring yourself to browse YouTube. So here we are at turn 1 of lap number 3. We're coming up to the little flower bed up here, and we see Dodge Challenger from earlier being confused. And I sort of go through him there, but it was sort of a glitch. And as you can see, let's rewind a little bit, the BAC decides not to brake and hits the curb. Maybe he went a little bit wide trying to avoid the Dodge Challenger, but lost a lot of time there. So now we're going through the little back stretch up here. We have lots of space between the person in front of us and the person behind us. So we should be fine. We're currently in 8th place, which isn't the best, but it's not too bad either. So, looks like this guy might, yeah, he's on the same lap as us, but he looks like he spun out a little bit back there. So, I'm going to try to catch him now, since he is closest to us, and we have lots of room away from that BAC mono. So we're coming towards the end of our 3rd lap here, cutting the corner a little bit there, getting a little bit on 2 wheels. The Camaro drifting, not exactly hitting his braking points. He might have ABS off, which means his brakes are locking up. So we are super close behind that Camaro now. There's someone's wing on the ground right there. And we're going to skip ahead a little bit. So up here we have a little bit of traffic. BAC mono and a Caterham. I don't know if they're on my lap. I don't think they are. Get past the Caterham pretty easily. But then he decides that he likes to run into me. So here's where it gets a bit interesting. So we're going to rewind this again. So there's a lot of traffic up here. Some on my lap, some not on my lap. So we have the Dodge Challenger still there. We can still go through him, but with a lot of contact, it seems. Caterham goes to him a bit easier. Bunch of spinning out ahead. Camaro SS is right next to us. The Cadillac that was our friend from earlier was spinning out. And we have contact with the Camaro right here, which causes us to almost hit the wall, but barely get by. contact with the Caterham again, spinning out into the Cadillac, which slows him down a bunch. Then up here, we have the Camaro SS braking early and me hitting him on accident. Then we have that, I think it's a Renault, might not be a Renault, I can't tell. Wait, no, that's an Alfa Romeo. You have the Alfa Romeo hitting the tire wall again and slowing down the Cadillac, which plummets into me, and I barely miss the tire wall as they fly off the track. So things have calmed down a bit now, still behind the Camaro, but then he hits the tire wall there along with the Caterham, but it doesn't slow them down too much, but I was able to gain a bunch of positions. The Caterham spins out, hitting the Camaro, as you can see here. Whose fault was it? It's hard to tell. I'd have to say it was the Caterham's, although the Camaro SS was not leaving much space for the Caterham. So he spins out, hits the wall, hits me, I go spinning out, deploying a smoke screen for everyone behind me, spin out in the right way, and then just chaos happens here. We're going, and then... Okay, this is kind of confusing. We're going to have to watch this super slowly. So there's the yellow Caterham, then we have two cars coming up. That Caterham's actually green. Then we have a white Caterham coming in, hits me from behind, absolutely shunts me ahead, giving me a great boost. Spins out the BAC mono behind him, and the green Caterham barely gets past, sliding right under that BAC mono. So I'm pretty sure this is the last lap. Now we're in 5th place, which is even better than our original 8th place. So we're coming to the end of this lap, going around the last hairpin turn. Caterham's still behind us, looking at a top 5 position here. Unless the Caterham or me does something stupid. Caterham has a little bit more speed here, but we were able to carry it through and looks like get the win. Well, not the win, get the 5th place. So here we are at the Nürburgring Nordschleife in the BAC mono again, in A-Class again on Forza 6. So a little bit of contact with the Ferrari, not exactly anyone's fault, just an easy start of the race on a track that's not very wide. So we're coming in here, and here's where the problems begin. So I'm trying to get past the Ferrari. He does not want to get past and slams me into the wall multiple times, spinning me out. Then he gets contact with another red car up there. I get going again in about 20th place out of 24 cars. There's the same Ferrari, but luckily he's ghosted when I passed him this time, so he can't touch me. So I was able to get past him there. I'm watching for the brake check also. Not the brake check. I'm watching for the shameful ramming attempt also. Get a bit in the grass there, but everything's fine. Still watching my back. Little bit of contact up here, trying to get past the Caterham. Caterham has an extremely shady rejoin. Almost 90 degrees, like 45 degrees into the track, taking up the whole lane. It would have been extremely difficult to get past there, and I think I would have hit a wall, if not. So, more contact, puts me even farther behind. I'm now in 21st. More contact up here, get past the Ferrari, get past the Caterham, accidentally spinning out the Caterham in the process, but that's fine because he wasn't very nice to me either. Dodge Charger going off back there, hitting the tire wall. And that's about all for this race. The rest of the race was just a normal average race, pretty clean. The whole field was pretty spread out after this point. I passed a few people, but that's about it. So let's get on to the next one. Here we are at dreadful Daytona in A-Class once again. I'm in the BMW M5, which is a surprisingly good car for long straightaways, and it's a great power build. So already we have chaos in front of us, Shelby and a BAC spinning out. I don't know why anyone would use a BAC on this track though, because they only have a top speed of about 140 miles an hour, while the M5 has a top speed of about 202 miles an hour. So we have a little bug here that got spun out, able to pass him easily, bunch of traffic up ahead, lots of chaos, Dodge goes wide, TRV's doing something, contact with the Z4 and the Cadillac, and then they all go off. So we're doing okay, we're in 9th place. There's no way I'm gonna win this because there's multiple Jaguar, I think, D-types. one's overpowered that can go like 300 miles an hour in Forza Horizon 3. So, doing pretty good here. Looks like cars doing something up here. Looks like a Lotus Esprit. Can't really tell. Yeah, some sort of European car that I don't know the name of. I probably know the name of, just couldn't tell there. So we made our way up into 7th place. Not too bad, not exactly good either. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Here we are on our 2nd lap of Daytona, getting passed by a Dodge Challenger. So that puts us in, I think, 8th place, if I'm not correct. And we have a little Golf, it looks like. No, that was a Honda Civic, looks like. Spinning out there. So then when the Dodge Challenger gets contact with the Mercedes in front, spinning him out. The Dodge Challenger is faster than me, so I'm glad that happened. And I was able to get past the Mercedes, too, due to that contact. So that puts me in about 6th. So that puts me in about 5th place right now. So here we have a BAC mono, super slow, easy to pass. You just gotta watch out for the rammers who just don't like getting lapped multiple times. So, I was being cautious around the BAC monos, which you will see it can get a bit risky. Get a bit angry at times. So we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit again. Here we are, coming up on another BAC mono. And contact. So, doesn't do too much to me, did a lot to him. No one passed me, which was great. But the Mercedes and Dodge Challenger have both closed in pretty good. The Dodge Challenger has contact with the wall twice there, which allows me to gain a little bit of distance between them. And the Mercedes hits that BAC mono ever so slightly, which allows me even more distance between 6th and 7th place. Here we are coming up on another car. I think it might be the Jaguar D-Type, another fast car, but this guy obviously didn't tune it right or upgrade it right or something, because it is not going as fast as it should be going. So here we are coming up to it. We'll catch it eventually. The Mercedes has fallen very far behind, but the Dodge Challenger is back. Stronger than ever. There's the Honda Civic from earlier that went off the track. So the Jaguar D-Type had contact with the wall a little bit there, so we're getting even closer to it. But the Dodge Challenger is trying to pass us right here, and the Jaguar D-Type is spinning out. So me and the Dodge Challenger are both going to pass it at the same time, which I have to say looks really cool. So I was able to get past the Dodge Challenger there. Then we have 2 BACs, and I'm going to play this in slow motion. A beautiful avoidance by me, partly accidental, partly on purpose. So we have 2 BACs, probably a lap or 2 behind. Approaching, they hit each other, both go sideways. I go on the down part, guy in the Dodge Challenger goes up. Then, as you can see back here, we have 2 different crashes. Here we have the Jaguar D-Type absolutely obliterating one of the BAC monos. And then, if we look even farther back, we have, I think, the Mercedes and the Honda Civic get contact. The Honda Civic, it looks like, goes flying up in the air, and the Mercedes gets sideways. But we are able to, but is not able to keep it that well. So we're in 4th, not a bad race at all. And I think that's about the end of it. And you can see I did my little bit of a celebration there for getting 4th place, which is not a podium, but considering there were multiple Jaguars, which are overpowered, I think I did pretty good. Here we have global touring cars on Long Beach Short. This is never a good idea. Trust me, I did it, as you can see. So I just thought this one was funny because the AI messed up a lot here, and a lot of contact and a lot of crazy stuff like that back there. The Honda Civic is already stuck up on the flower barriers. So, not a clean race by any means, but a good one. So, not doing too bad here. I always forget that I'm doing the short version of Long Beach, though. Been doing this. And so did that Audi as he tried to do something. And then here we have lots of contact. And for some reason, I try to get on the flower barrier too to pass him, which is never a good idea. Never do this. Now I'm stuck, which is not good. So I'm trying to get myself off. I'm losing multiple positions. And I finally am able to get grip on one of my tires and am able to get out of there. And by then, I am in 23rd position out of 24 cars. And I think that's first place right there, who is about to lap me. With AI drivatars. So, I'm going to try to catch up to the pack here. That Toyota is doing weird stuff with the curb, and I decided to join him for a little bit. I already, right there, got lapped by first place. And here we see another Toyota having fun with the curb, like I did. And there's second place too. We accidentally put that Volvo in the wall while putting ourselves in the wall. Turning around this corner, I thought it was going to be a normal race. And then I see two Toyotas barely going. I think I might have had simulation damage on this race. I can't remember. And there's another Toyota on the flower petals. So that might be why they're going so slow. They have engine damage. But I would have think that multiple cars would have had engine damage if this was simulation damage, which I don't remember if it was or not. So here I go around this corner, slightly sideways, catching up to some other cars. That Toyota is still dancing on the flower beds, and you will see more people join him in the future. So we're behind another Toyota. We're now in 19th place, so we've made up 4 positions so far, and we're behind the Toyota again. Little bit of contact. Turning around the corner, have the inside line, and I'm able to pass him. So we're coming up to the next braking zone. Braking, a little bit late, but not too bad. Able to get a good turn. And then here we see the second car joining the Toyota, a Volvo this time. And the Honda boxes us out and tries to push us on the flower beds to join him. Here the Volvo tries to get around me and doesn't work so well for him. He's a lap ahead of me though, so he should have the right to pass me, but I didn't feel like it. Here we have a bunch of Toyotas being dumb, running into each other. One gets sideways there and pushes me almost into a wall. Don't know why they're going so slow though. Here we try to sneak past an Audi, which in the process we send them up onto the flower beds to join the Volvo and the Toyota. So now we have 3 different cars on the flower beds at Long Beach. So we're coming towards the end of the race here. Not that long, but it's about 9 laps since it's super short. It's like Rio Mini, which is not a good idea either with AI cars. A little bit of contact with that Audi there. And here we see the 3 Musketeers all on top of their little flower beds. So now we just continue on our way, trying to get past this Oakley Audi in these global touring cars. Able to get past them there. Easy overtake zone on the AI right there. Watching my back. I'm making sure I don't get ran into by confused cars. Here we come up on the flower beds again. This time, it seems that the Volvo has become free with the help of a Toyota, which has now got himself in the same mess as the Volvo, and the other Toyota, and the Audi. So now we've had 4 cars, not including me, stuck up there for some period of time. So here we are again at the flower beds. The other Toyota has managed to get off, so now we only have the Audi and the other Camry up there. And I think that's the Toyota himself right there in the green right in front of us. So easy overtake right there, just on the inside. And I think that's about the end of the race. So I hope you guys liked this video. Tell me if you liked it in the comments below. I post 3 days every week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So look out for new videos every week. I hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Stay safe. Goodbye.